Hello everyone, Valeria here from Services by Valeria with some important information for this upcoming tax season. So far, I've talked about the changes from the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, or the OBBBA for short, in regards to small business, cryptocurrency, and today we're going to talk about the individual, specifically those who work for tips, get paid in tips, and report tips. I'm going to give you a quick breakdown on how the new tax law is going to work for you and against you. Now, remember to stay up to date with all of the latest information. Go ahead and like, follow, and share. Now let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, no tax on tips, and I'm sure a lot of you have been hearing this. Starting as of 2025, individuals who earn tips will not have to pay taxes on them. And now this is great because it does increase your take-home pay. Now, those who benefit from this are W-2 employees, self-employed individuals who typically receive tips like waitstaff, hairdressers, etc. They can deduct all of their reported tips up to $25,000 a year. Now, there are limits. Basically, it's based off income. So if your adjusted gross income is $150,000 for single, $300,000 for married filing jointly, you will not be able to take this deduction. And there are folks who do not qualify. For example, certain self-employed individuals in specific fields like personal services aren't, and their employees aren't going to be able to take advantage of this deduction. Now, there are some important considerations for future benefits. It's the impact on Social Security credits. Now, Social Security credits, which help determine eligibility for retirement benefits, are earned based on taxable income. So for 2025, one credit earned is going to be $1,640 in earnings, up to a maximum of 4 credits per year. Since tips won't be taxed, people who rely heavily on tips might struggle to earn enough credits, at least 4 needed for Social Security for that year. How does this affect me or affect you? Well, it affects your retirement benefits. Basically, Social Security retirement benefits are calculated based on your best 35 years of earnings. So if tips are not counted as income, it will reduce the average earnings used to calculate these benefits, potentially leading to a lower payout when you are ready to retire. Now, there is a way to mitigate these effects. One is reporting other income. So if you have side gigs, I highly recommend, you're supposed to anyway, some people don't, but I highly recommend that you go ahead and report all of your income. Taxpayers who rely on tips should also report any income to ensure they earn enough through Social Security credits. Also, you should consider retirement savings. You should look into contributing to retirement accounts. Even if tips are exempt from taxes, to improve long-term savings, a retirement account is never a bad idea. Now, employers in tipping industries should inform their employees about these changes and encourage them to join a retirement plan. Super, super important. Now, the IRS will provide more guidance on these changes, including how they affect Social Security and Medicare, with some leniency expected for taxpayers and businesses that are going to be adapting to the new rules in 2025. Now, while not taxing tips can help people financially right now, it may hurt you in the long run when it comes to Social Security eligibility and retirement benefits in the future. Now, it's important for taxpayers to go ahead and plan ahead, and other ways to save for retirement. Okay. Now, taxpayers, especially my young taxpayers, if your employer tries to convince you to allow them to pay your whole paycheck as tips, do not do it. It's only going to hurt you in the end. They get to pay out less in the end, and your future is affected. This may sound like they're doing you a favor, but they're really not. They're doing themselves a favor because at the end of the day, they won't have to pay the extra in Social Security. Well, that is all for today. I want to thank you guys for sticking around. And please remember, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and ask. Services by Valeria is open year round, and we are here to help you. Go ahead and take care, and God bless.